Yap wriggled, yawning, and gave a small, excited whimper. His littermates were a jumble of warmth against him, all paws and muzzles and small, fast heartbeats. Clambering over him, Squeak stuck a paw in his eye. Yap shook his head and rolled over, making her fall off. She squealed with indignation as always, so he licked her nose to show there were no hard feelings. The mother dog stood over them, nuzzling the pups into order and licking their faces clean, treading their ritual circle before circling around them, ready for sleep.
Wake up, Yap! Mother's going to tell us a story!
That was Squeak again, bossy and demanding as ever. Their mother dog watched her affectionately, with her tongue muffling her yelps.
Would you like to hear about the Starver dogs?
A thrill of excitement ran down Yap's spine, and he whimpered eagerly.
Yes?
Again?
Whined Squeak, but the others tumbled over her, drowning her protests.
Yes, Mother, Starver dogs!
The mother dog settled around their small bodies, her tail thumping. Her voice grew low and solemn.
This is the story of Lightning, the swiftest of the dog warriors. The Sky Dogs watched over him and protected him. But the Earth Dog was jealous of Lightning. She thought Lightning had lived too long and that it was time for him to die, so she could take his life force. But Lightning's speed was so great that he could outrun the Earth Dog's terrible growls. He could outrun death itself.
I want to be like Lightning, murmured Yowl sleepily. I could run that fast. I bet I could.
Shush!
Said Squeak, squashing his nose with her golden furred paw. In spite of her protest, Yap knew she was caught up in the story like the rest of them.
Then came the first great battle.
The mother dog went on, her voice hushed.
The terrible storm of dogs, when all the dogs of the world fought to see who would rule over the territories of the world. Many stories are told of those dreadful days, and many heroes were made and lost in the battle. At last the Earth Dog thought Lightning's life force would be free. She would take his body, as was her right. But Lightning was cunning, and was sure that with his speed he could dodge his death once more, so the Earth Dog laid a trap for him.
Yip's ears flattened against her head.
That's so mean!
Their mother dog nuzzled her.
No, it isn't, Yip. Earth Dog was right to claim Lightning. That's the way things should be. When your sire dog died, his body fed the earth too.
Suddenly solemn, all the pups listened in silence.
Lightning tried to escape the storm of dogs with his speed. He ran so fast between the warring dogs that none of them could see him tear his body apart with his teeth and claws. He was almost clear, almost free, when the Earth Dog sent a big growl to open the ground up in front of him.
Even though he had heard the story so many times, Yap held his breath and huddled close to his littermates, imagining that this time Lightning would fall and be eaten by the terrible rip in the earth.
Lightning saw the ground open up to swallow him, but he was speeding so fast that he couldn't stop. He feared that the Earth Dog had him at last, but the Sky Dogs loved Lightning. Just as Lightning started to plummet to his death, the Sky Dogs sent a big wind that spun so fast and so strong it caught Lightning as he fell, lifted him up, and whirled him into the sky. And there he remains with the Sky Dogs to this very day.
The pup snuggled more tightly against the mother dog's side, gazing up at her. Will he always be there? Asked Yowl.
Always. When you see fire flashing in the sky, when the Sky Dogs howl, that's Lightning running down to earth, teasing the Earth Dog. Know that she will never catch him.
She licked Yap's sleepy face. He could barely keep his eyes open.
I've heard dogs say that one day there will be another great battle when a dog displeases the Earth Dog. Then dog will fight against dog, and great heroes will rise and fall.
Yowl gave a yawn, flopping down with tiredness. But not for a long time, right?
We don't know. It might come soon. It might not. We must always watch out for the signs. They say that when the world is turned upside down and broken open, the storm of dogs will come again, and we'll have to fight to survive once more.
Yap let his eyelids droop. He loved to fall asleep to his mother's stories. This is how it would always be, he knew. Her voice fading as sleep overwhelmed him and his littermates. The mother dog curled protectively around him. The end of the story, the last thing he heard, it ended the same way each time.
Watch out, little ones. Watch out for the storm of dogs.